No key. This time we got it right. Alright, what's going on, everyone? In this video I'm going to take you on my journey, my everyday journey to the train station, which is about 10 minutes. Yeah, I do park this car at the train station, and I'm going to talk about some things that have happened over the last couple of 2 weeks or so. Too small to make a video, but when you combine them all together, I think they're gonna be pretty interesting. So yeah, I drive the car about 5 miles to the train station each morning, and then I hop on the New Jersey Transit that takes me into New York City. All in all, door to door, it takes me about an hour and a half. It sucks, but what can you do? But my daily routine is I let the car warm up for a few minutes until the RPMs drop significantly, and then I'm on my way. And once I'm out of my neighborhood, I can open up the exhaust valves. I don't like to wake the neighbors up too much. I do leave at 6:30, sometimes at 5:45. There we go. So I just put it in sport. I just did. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you about, and maybe I'll just do this. Maybe that'll be better. I'll get more light. So first thing I wanted to talk to you about is my recent trip to Virginia International Raceway. I posted another video. I'm gonna link it in the description below. But I posted another video of my experience and a couple of runs, which was great. On the way back, as I was driving, I was actually talking on the phone with my wife, and bam, I get hit with a huge rock on my windshield, and my windshield developed a tiny crack. So after I've actually watched a bunch of videos on how to fix it prior to it happening, so I'm like, yeah, I can fix it. So I got this kit, actually 2 kits on Amazon, and I followed all the instructions. I followed the videos, and as you can see, it wasn't as easy as the videos make it seem to be. Maybe it's my skill, but at the end, the product wasn't that great. It's definitely an improvement, and it definitely sealed the outside, but you can still see the crack. And I think the reason why I wasn't able to fix it is because the crack is actually all the way through. It went through the laminate, and it cracked on the inside as well. So I think eventually the windshield will have to be replaced. Fingers crossed that it doesn't crack during the winter. It might, but I want to hold off as long as I can. The second thing I want to talk to you about is I installed winter tires, and I'm using my 18-inch 513M wheels that are particle-coated black. And so I like to bargain shop, and despite me driving this car, so a couple of months ago I was able to score a set of Dunlop Winter Sport Max 3D, whatever they're called, winter tires, barely used, all 4 tires for 150 bucks. Yes, 150 on Craigslist. I drove up to see the guy, I picked him up, and then I realized, I'm like, oh crap, only 2 of them are 255 4018. The other 2 are 235 4018. So I'm like, you know what? You can still fit 235 wide tires on, I think, what is it, 9 or 9.5 inch wide wheels. I think 9. So I'm like, yeah, it won't be that bad. But once I installed them, I realized that the front tire is actually really, not only is it skinny, but it's also thin. The sidewall is thin. So 40 is 40% of 235. 235 is already narrow, so that actually makes the tire look really skinny in the front. My speedo is probably off, so that wasn't. So that's actually, and it's not looking great. So what I ended up doing is I ended up going on eBay, and I found that killer deal on the same tires, brand new. So I went in and I ordered them. They came in, getting them installed. I think by the time I release this video, they should already be installed, and you'll be able to see the difference. Ride quality, road noise. I don't notice any difference in road noise, but I definitely notice a difference in improved ride quality. It's much better. Just came back from a drive to Ithaca. It was a 3.5 hour drive, and on the way back it was actually a 6-hour drive because we made a detour. The car behaved fantastic as always. It's funny to see, especially if you go into these small towns, you get a lot of thumbs up. People seem to enjoy that. Maybe it's the color. I got a couple of comments on the color. Maybe they're making fun of me. I don't know. But everything was great. The car experienced its first snowfall. It wasn't very significant, probably zero accumulation, but nonetheless, it was the car's first snowfall, and we were both very excited. The highlight of the trip, again, and I love it especially on long distances, is the heads-up display. I love the heads-up display. And there's my buddy. So I used to park at, there's my buddy, he's got a V60i design. I used to park at this lot. I don't anymore because it's parlor parking, the spaces are narrow. So what I do is, I park at a lot that's right around the corner, and the spaces are at 45 degrees. And what I do is, I take the first spot that allows me to park over the edge and away from the person next to me who can hit me. We'll just let this lady go. I always put the car in reverse to see the 360 cameras. I'm probably too over the line right now, so let me straighten it out. If you're debating buying a car and wondering what packages you should get, Vision package is the way to go. I think the 360 camera is part of the Vision package. No, I know actually it is. So it's great. I use this function all the time. So this was it. Thanks for joining me on my journey to the train station. Some people will say it's a waste of a car to drive this little to the train station, but I'll say that it's the best part of my day, well, other than seeing my wife and my daughter in the morning. But it's great. It's a great feeling to be able to drive a nice car in the morning and to be able to come back to it in the evening, and to be able to use it on weekends and at the track. Now let me go to work now, and I'll be back probably in 12 hours or so. Thanks for watching, everyone. Well, hello again. That 12 hours later, I'm back. The vicious cycle continues.